Hi, this is another one of the videos on my weekly growth, setting my targets for next week, evaluating my targets for last week. I started with a bit of some airing of the grievances. I was a bit annoyed this week. I have the feeling that I keep developing my account quite well, but I'm actually not making much progress, or actually I feel I'm doing steps backward when it comes to what I can achieve. So this week, even though I have another Death Seeker piece and I've developed my account in various other ways, I was in the end, I felt forced to go back from level 8 to the level 7 crystal mines because I just kept being hit. Quite annoying. And then also, last week when I first really customized my account for the Kingdom thread, I reached 10th place. And I learned quite some things and improved quite some things. I did significantly more damage this week. But I dropped a place to 11th. These kind of things are a bit frustrating. Don't know if other people play smarter. Probably. What is that I hear? That people buy nice the new soul gemstones for very cheap, things like that. I don't spend, but it's difficult. My aim is to compete as much as possible with the spenders. I have spent a little bit in the beginning, but it's I feel it's difficult. But okay, I keep going. So this week when that was just my frustration that I had to go to this crystal mines level 7. This week looking at the heroes, so my goal was to get Baldwin and Tristan up to 20. Accidentally I went even to 21 with Tristan, wasn't really my plan. So for this week, I have a larger plan to get Sir Lamorak better. In the hero trials, actually at this moment Karadok is still performing better, so I'm not using Sir Lamorak yet, but I plan to start assigning some XP to Sir Lamorak, get it to level 30, and it should also be one of the first ones, or maybe the first one that I focus on to get to another star. And you can now request in the goods exchange. You can also request these heroes, but you can only request 2 and only change trade 1 back with your account if you have VIP active. Doesn't matter, which is a bit annoying, bit frustrating. This trading goes very slow, but okay. So I have used it, and I might still use it because a lot of people are actually collecting. So a lot of people, instead of going for Sir Lamorak, they go for Sir Agravain. They has the bowman damage instead of cavalry damage, so maybe it's the better choice. I don't know, but I've already started with Sir Lamorak, so I can trade some Sir Agravain fragments with lines made for Sir Lamorak fragments. But as I said, it goes very slow. But for now, I won't focus yet on getting more heroes to more stars. I use my credits in other ways. Hopefully in a couple of weeks' times I can do that. One good way to get actually those fragments is from the Merlin trial shop. But currently I still want to upgrade all the dragon skills that I have to 5 stars. To enhance them to 5 stars. So that is something I'm using those credits for first. Okay, enough about that. VIP. I'm still working slowly, I should say. Slowly to VIP 12. I am getting a bit closer. Still quite some distance, but okay. This week, it's now Sunday, I should finish with 115. That was my goal. Next week, going for another 35k, so 80k probably somewhere. I'm trying to make up the 10k that I still need, so that in 3 weeks I really have it finished. It's really time to have it finished so that I can use those points for other things. There are quite other interesting things in the Magic Spire shop. This, yeah, the Dragon XP and the Assault Power are quite cheap, but also the Noble Badges and the Dragon Essence might also be good buys there. Even Prestige banners could be good. Anyway, digressing again. Looking at my buildings, I started my Stronghold 31, quite happy with that. And yeah, if things go like planned, that there is another gold event after 2 weeks, then I should be able to finish that during the upgrade stage of that gold event. Need some speed up, but not so many. And at the same time, I'm still working on upgrading my military tent so that I can train troops faster. I'm trying to have a maximum amount of military tents and trying to get all of them up to 20. I'm now between 16 and 20 on most of them. So that's going quite well, and I'm using those hammers that you get, the 4-day hammers that you get from the Ultimate Alliance Conquest, quite useful, so that I can keep two building queues going all the time without having to spend too much gold. So next week, probably all next week, I'm not going to do anything else. Wait my stronghold upgrade and just do the military tents on the side. Just keep going. I mean, they take quite some time, so I probably will still take quite some time to finish all of them. They also take quite some resources, but yeah, I'm collecting quite fast, so that should be okay. The prestige levels of buildings, what I did was, besides the wall was my last, the last of the damage and damage received boost that I needed to get to level 28. So I have all those to level 28, but the other boosts are still lacking. So in addition, I did my stables did at 225 and the range to 26. That was 2 levels range, 1 level stables. Yeah, that's already, you cannot do much more with the prestige banners that you just get from the from this Alliance celebration. Again, luckily we did the Wanderer, so I could got quite some. But yeah, it is going slow, and maybe later I will try to get some more, but for now I will keep it like that. And yeah, for the next round probably I still, if we select this Wanderer again, I will get quite some banners, and probably I do another focus on the non-damaged ones, because those buildings are mostly maxed already except for the wall, I think. So I still cannot do that much more. I probably wait until after I have done my Stronghold 31, then I can focus on the other buildings again to upgrade the damage and damage reduction ones. So maybe I'm going further with the range and the stables. Okay, for research, so I'm currently doing wounded conversion. I've done a couple of those, and I've done the second level of troop health 1 in combat 2. I want to, I've done some, lately done some focus on training speed and wounded conversion. I think I'm going to take a break from that, because I really feel like I have to keep going, to keep competing, to not go down too much, so to say. So for that reason I want to start focusing more on the march capacity. So there is a nice project that I did the first one of in combat 2. I want to do the second, start the second. That takes quite long, so I will plan to also start that so that I can finish that at the next upgrade stage. Then the points I get from here also quite a lot. So then if I combined with the Stronghold 31 and maybe another nice building upgrade that I start at the end, that I will have a very nice nice amount of points for the gold event. So I'm trying to focus on that. And in addition, I'm probably before starting that, if I have time, I might want to do a few projects in the combat 3 that allow me to work towards the March Capacity 4 project in combat. Still have quite a way to go, but maybe I try to do one or two to slowly work toward that, as I feel these March capacities, to get these up, that's really going to help me in numerous ways. So this week I made my 4th Death Seeker piece, the Talisman, so I still have two to go. Of course, that's going to be quite time consuming. I might want to check if I can buy some in the, not a complete one, but I can buy a Warmonger, no, not this one, the Warmonger helmet probably. Sometimes they say average price 65, but maybe when I see it for 65 and if I have enough gold, I might buy that. It contains 2 rare materials, so that's quite nice. Then I have to collect 2 more, and then I can dismantle it and make the Death Seeker helmet. That might be the way to go, because really waiting for those rare materials to have enough, another 400 to craft a piece, that's going to take a very long time. Not sure whether I have the patience for that, but so far I still every day am sending 8 of those rare material chest pieces from my farm accounts, and I have enough keys to do some barbarian rallies, but I still mostly am at the moment collecting those chests. Actually, I used a few when I was getting very close to having enough for the next Death Seeker piece, so I used a few. I got about half a rare material chest fragment per barbarian bonus chest, so that is quite low, but I guess that's the new standard. But I keep collecting them, and probably I'm not going to open them. Hopefully they will change, increase the drop rate again of those rare material chest fragments. One can keep dreaming. So for the gemstones, currently I'm putting quite some focus on that. I'm not completely sure whether I should keep doing that. I only have 1 of those basic soul gemstones. I'm in the Magic Spire shop. I'm buying those 10 fragments daily, so that every 10 days I can increase one, but that costs quite a lot of credits. Probably still worth it, but I might do some investigation whether anything else is worth more. I'm not doing any specific efforts to get the refining points, but that besides the daily trades from my farms. That's just taking a very long time, because you need a huge amount of points even for these basic soul gems. I'm not sure whether the other soul gems require even more points. But anyway, I'll keep working on this for now. I think probably at least the 4 attacks ones I want to do. Lucky shot I've used for some assault points. I explained it before, just doing 1 shot in this specific field will normally get quite some assault points. I also get a lot from the Spire loot now, so that's going quite well, and I have quite a large amount of points I've been able to upgrade quite well. So what I've done, I focused a lot on the Dragon Blessing, but I'm also focusing, I can do another level, I will do that later, on the March of Fury. I try to do at least now 1 level on the March of Fury every week. It seems, after a while, each level you go up gives you 1,500 instead of 500 extra March capacity, so that's quite nice. And I will keep focusing on that, getting that March capacity up. I want to have that as high as possible. That's also the nice thing about getting my VIP up. If I once have VIP 12, then I probably make 2 presets. One's the current one that I'm using, a mix of the economy and the balance tree, and the other one, yeah, the pure war tree, so that I can have very high, or at least a lot higher march capacity whenever I need it. For example, when going into the Magic Spire. So I want to probably do another, maybe now one today and another one of those March upgrades, March of Fury upgrades next week. And my Dragon Blessing, maybe I will keep that at 20 for now. So maybe I'm going to focus fully. Oh, I can also do my, oh no, Flaming Arrows cannot yet because I need to have my Dragon up. So probably from the remaining points I have from the Magic Spire, I'm going to go for Dragon XP now, no longer for Assault points. So that, I can get up to the next couple of levels, because I really want to have the Cavalry Claw 3, and so that for that I need 53. And for Flaming Arrow 3, to get that to 21, I need 54. So I really would like to get to 54. Once I've done that, I probably really want to get to 55. I think that is 55 the one where we... No, not the interesting ones. Oh, that's 56 is the one where we... Oh no, 55 is indeed, sorry. 55 is the one that's also quite interesting. Monster loot bonus plus 10%. That's the first one where we can get a advanced dragon skill. So probably I'm going to focus a bit on dragon XP. Haven't done that a lot the coming weeks. And for the, I want these two, especially the Flaming Arrows and the Cavalry Claw. I want to get those to 5 stars. Eventually probably also Dragon Blessing, but I might wait a bit with that one. I have a lot of lower level ones, not sure whether I'm going to change those. I mean those, it doesn't really amount to a lot of things, like 3. And once I have at level 3, that is, but I might remove those stars from the ones I don't use at all. Okay, last thing I'm working on, well no, I want to get back to one other thing, but let's first look at the emblems. So I might soon make kind of a switch. By the way, the green ones I will also get from my farm accounts. Might make a switch to focus more only on the ones that give attack. So the infantry attack, cavalry attack, bowman attack, and the ones that give troop attack, troop defense and troop health, and maybe leave the rest at level 1 when I get the next batch of blue ones, which should be sometime the coming week. Till now I'm lacking a bit focus, and maybe all those defense and health ones, it's very nice, but maybe attack is nicer because it helped me do more damage. So I just keep focusing on that and buy those from the undead trader whenever I can, and also get them from the farm accounts. I also buy them in my farm accounts whenever I can, and then transfer the maximum amount each day. So what I'm also might look at more what I did, I enhanced my Deathseeker sword more. Those enhancements really give a nice extra benefit once you have a complete set. But also it gives some incremental benefit of your boost, so it's also a way to get there. It costs a lot of steel, but steel is relatively easy to get these days. It also costs quite a bit of that dragon essence. 75 gold doesn't seem so much, but if you have to buy 450, then it already becomes quite a lot. I'm not going to use gold for that. But as I just showed, it can, for example, you can, for example, get it in the Spire loot. I don't think I'm going to focus on this yet. Those, the 300 that I used for the first upgrade, I just got somehow. I don't really remember how I got it. But I might, might start to focus on that soon. you can get quite a lot of steel by doing a ceremony, holding a ceremony. I might do that and see if I can get some more. But for now, yeah, I'm still spending my Aspire Loot credits in other ways. And I'm very low on steel, as you can see. Okay, I think this was it from my growth. With the growth targets for next week and my development this week. As I said, I'm a bit disappointed with my progress overall, like how am I doing compared to others. It seems both in this kingdom as well as in events like the Spire, Magic Spire, where you compete with all kingdoms, that I'm doing worse and worse instead of doing better. But okay, that's just the way it is. I just keep going, and hopefully, find some new ways to but still be able to compete with the spenders. Okay, thanks for watching this video. If you have any questions or suggestions, please feel free to let me know. That's always much appreciated. Thanks.